This video is brought to you by Straight Goods News, Canada's alternative online news source. Visit straightgoods.ca.
These days, if you work for the public sector in Canada, you must feel like you've got a giant bullseye painted on your front and on your back because so many politicians are using you for target practice. The right wing's political message has become terribly dominant, and you hear it every day from the talk show jocks and the bully pulpit politicos. They blame government, they blame public services, they blame public sector workers for government deficits, but they never talk about the billions of dollars that have been given away in tax breaks to the biggest corporations and the banks, and they don't mention the outsourcing of all the best jobs in Canada to China. And how are Walmart workers and McDonald's workers going to pay enough income tax to get governments out of the hole? That doesn't make sense. Look at the situation in Ontario this week where you've got a teacher contract controversy, all sparked by the fact that the Ontario Liberals in last year's provincial election promised no tax hikes. This year, the bill is coming due for no tax hikes, namely widespread privatization, public sector wage freezes, and public service cuts. This week, there are two critical by-elections being held in Ontario, and if Dalton McGuinty's Liberals win both of them, then they'll have a majority government. So McGuinty is quite desperate to win them both, and his polling apparently tells him that the best way to win political points is to attack teachers and public servants. Go figure. But I guess it's all the rage. Out in Saskatchewan, they've got the Brad Wall Saskatchewan Party government, and it's even been cited by the United Nations for labor rights violations. And even Brad Wall doesn't hold a candle to what's happening in formerly progressive states in America like Wisconsin. I've got to ask you, why should janitors, nurses, secretaries, orderlies, snowplow drivers, teachers, cops, and bus drivers pay the cost of public deficits just because they work for the public? Why doesn't everybody share these costs? But I guess it seems that the lessons we learned in kindergarten just don't apply anymore. We were taught share fairly with others, help the weaker ones, but now that we're grown up, we learn take what you can, however you can, as cheap as you can, from whomever you can, and especially if they're easy targets, like public sector workers. I guess I went to the wrong school.